Welcome to our new series, Back to Basics, where we look at the fundamentals of working out. Today, we're going to be looking at the back squat. So why should you back squat? Well, if you want to be good at sports, you need lower body explosive power. Back squat is the best way to develop that. It's going to hit all the large muscles in your legs, developing them and allowing you to push heavy loads through space and time. It's going to get you a nice booty, a nice big booty. The best way to get that ass is to squat and also deadlift, but we'll take care of that later. As well, you're going to become a better athlete all around because you're going to be able to do more things with your legs and you're going to be able to use more power. And because you're hitting large muscles in your legs, that's going to spur the production of testosterone, which is going to make you way more jacked and way bigger and stronger. So really, there's no reason that you shouldn't be squatting. So the actual mechanics of squatting, there's a lot of intricate moving parts, but one of the most important things you need to consider is you need to keep your back flat throughout the entire thing. You're going to be hinging at your hips like this, but at no point should you stick your butt out like you're twerking. You want to keep a nice flat back, nice neutral head. You're not looking up, you're not looking down. You want the weight to stay on your heels and over your midfoot. So that means you're not going up on your toes when you're squatting. You're sitting back on your heels the whole way down. When you're descending in the squat, you want your knees to go out. It's going to adduct. Your feet can be forward, or if you have more mobility issues, your feet might have to go up to the sides. And they're going to slowly bring in, but they're not going to collapse in when you're coming up. And the final thing is, a lot of people hold the weight up with their hands. You don't want to do that. It's going to be resting either on your shoulders or just below, and you're going to be pressing it into your body. You're not going to be holding it up. That's a good recipe for wrist injuries. All right, so there's a couple common mistakes that happen with the squat. Obviously, there are variations. Everyone's a little different, but these are the most common ones that you'll probably run into or you've done. So the first one, I like to call twerk butt. So instead of having a flat back when you're squatting, you're kind of pushing out like this. You're throwing your butt out, and you're rounding your back into kind of like a backward C shape. The other one is you're going to turn it into a good morning. So you see this when people have the weight too far up, and they're doing a weight that's probably too heavy for them. So instead of doing the nice squat like this, they're going to do a good morning and they're going to bend forward and then they kind of just pull the weight up. That's not a squat. That's a lot closer to a good morning. And the final one is being on your toes. So people will start to lean forward as they're squatting, or they don't have the appropriate mobility to do a full depth back squat, and they're going to end up on their toes, not on their heels. It's going to get you knee problems and you're not going to be able to squat heavier. So there's a couple variations of back squat that you can use just to kind of mix things up or to get to your next 1 RM. So the box squat involves you squatting onto some raised platform, a box, a bench, whatever. And typically you're going to be using a heavier weight than you would normally use because you're not doing a full range of motion. There's also the tempo squat. So you're going to set a tempo such as 3 seconds down, 2 seconds paused in the hole or the bottom of the squat, and explode up, 1 second hold, and then you begin that again. That's going to get you maximum time under tension and help you to increase your total power output. Pause squats, that's going to help you if you have trouble squatting down to full depth or you have trouble getting out of the hole. So you're just going to go down, you're going to pause like 5-7 seconds. And finally, speed partials. So a speed partial is a squat that's set up probably 6 inches above where you'd be standing with the squat bar, and you're just going to take it off the rack. You're going to jump up, and then you're going to go back to the restart. So essentially, it's a very, very small part of the squat, but you're using it to train your explosive power. All right, so now you know how to back squat. So get out there and get that booty. We'll see you next time.
Get yo!